I didn't know if I was going to stream, so I checked the Terror Zone calendar to see that the catacombs is currently terrorized. So might be able to luck either a Death Fathom or a Schaefer's hammer from a TZ Andy. In fact, before we do that, change it to players. I don't know what that she'll be able to handle. We'll begin at players 5 and work from there. Either take it up or take it down. This is the Bling Blizz build. She's rocking a lot of MF. Oh my gosh. Sorry if I blew it in the mic there, but I've been playing Barb on Players 1 pits for so long. And I just almost went into pretty much do berserk. I don't even know if I'm going to live. Okay, let's just say a sorceress not the same, funnily enough, as a barbarian. Here's the top tips. Let's come here for your D2.
I can't carry it.
Goodness me. Right. Okay, we're not going to be continuing this run in efficiency. I don't even know if old Fathom will survive this. Players 5 might be just a tad too much.
Thanks.
Well, if I wanted a Twisted Essence, that would have been the answer. Okay. So I'm just dialing in. I've been playing quite much too much with my Barb. I think I might reduce it to P3. I don't know. As you can see, I don't use it much. This is my soft core sorceress, by the way. I would not be doing this kind of build. So, yeah, you can see on the fire res. Other reses are marginal, but yeah, 711 magic find. This is what she's designed for. This and say the Stony Tombs. I'll get used to this map roll. I actually explored it earlier today. To find so I'd re-rolled the map. What's this, TZ Andy? You're supposed to drop mega juicy items all the time. Sorry about the somewhat stuttering start. I was going to say stochastic, but like staccato, staccatoed. We'll get there. I think she can handle players 5. Possibly could even hit players 7, but I think my Merc, we're talking about my Merc. No juicy finds.
Yes? Yes?
But yeah, it's pretty cheesy to be able to stack 711 EMF. I started this character like 2 years ago. I haven't played it much for about a year. It's all been focused on hardcore. But it's kind of refreshing, well, I say refreshing, relieving to be able to grind softcore. You know, like when she dies, yeah, well, worst case I'll lose some experience, but with the, I mean, you know, there's the Oculus doing its thing. Crescent Moon, Black Tongue.
I am overburdened.
So what was I saying before I teleported randomly? Thanks Oculus. I was just musing about the lack of significant consequences of dying in softcore. It's quite nice to kind of relax, I suppose, a lot more. Not that I'm going to actively try and die. Yeah, well, Prathan. Crikey. Yeah, I'm a little bit very rusty on the source. You just watch me noob it up basically. When I got it to level 5, a year ago now, all that for a, is it Blood Rise? Moonfall. Crikey. And they're off to a
I can't carry anymore.
rip-roaring start. I swear that for
Not in town.
whatever I'm lacking here with the sorceress, I make up for in my current ability to pit circ. Gorefoot do not constitute a GG drop. But yeah, it's a couple of limitations with this build. It's only 65% faster cast rate, but her main attack is Blizzard, so yeah, and it's a very small amount of time that's lost as a result of casting slightly less, you know, a bit slower, given that the only areas that she's really going to go into is the Stony Tombs and say like here and Mephisto. Oh, unique ring. I can always do with more SOJs, can't we all? Manald. And my health is getting a little low. Nah. So well, I found an F1 of the Viper Forks the other day. Gore riding. With my pit circuit, that was quite a cool find.
Good day.
Not a fan. Fathom will not last long. Half-life already with a might aura hanging around. Alright, so we've got Ariat's face, Demon Machine. So look at the roll. 151 on the ED, horrible. 6 cold. And that's possibly, oh gosh, he died from the poison damage. I've got a much better Ariats and on my barb.
Hello.
Do without the might aura. I'll try not to kill Fathom on every single run. Two large charms. This is not very vintage. No, one large charm.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh gosh. String of ears. And I keep thinking I can use Howl. That's how much I've been playing the Barbarian. 8% on the life leech, 15 DR. I'll take it. That's actually pretty good. That's actually... No, I'd have to check, but one of the better string of ears I think I've rolled. Can't recall off the top of my head, but on the stats that matter, 175 ED. I don't know what else the rolls are, but 15 is max, and I'm pretty sure 8 is also max.
Not here. The sisterhood welcomes you.
Greetings.
See a G face. Definitely don't need another one of those.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Actually, this is so painful. I think I'll just go over to the bar, put on players 1 and just take Endariel that way. I think a little bit less efficient because I can only do it players 1, but this is painful for me. I'm sure it'll be painful for you. Let's have a look at that ring first. Ravenfrost poor roll. Alright, well it was fun while it lasted. Back over to the barb. Hardcore. And I need to get myself mentally prepared for that. Players 1. Get into the zone. Ah. That's right, I've at least he's got the 105 faster cast rate. I had to re-roll my map a little while back. Not had to, I accidentally re-rolled my map. And yeah, haven't since been back in the catacombs. So, let's find that entrance. is it going to be a case of the last place I look? Alright, here we go. And I'm not using grief, which is a problem. There's a lot of damage lost. Might chuck on laying of hands. Gosh, magics only. Laying of hands it is. That'll help quite a bit. A bit faster this time. Wouldn't even know. Oh, I do not want amp damage. I've got it. It does pretty extreme damage. I changed from grief just to change it up using the death cleaver instead. And there's an Andy's Visage. Nice. That's a roll. 10 on the life leech. Nice. Oh, better check those gloves. No. I'd already have Andy's, but I'll check it against the rolls I've currently got. I think I've got 2 of them. Hardcore anyway. Oh, my softcore barb. I managed to luck an Eth Andy's when he was like level 97 or 98. Leveling my other barbarian. And getting him to level 99 rather, inspired me to do a 99 on the hardcore. Of course, never a guarantee right in hardcore, but he got there and here he is. He's got 2 more minutes of the terror zone. Wow. There's some juicy terrorized Andy drops right there. 2 magic items. I think this might be the last run before the terror zone runs out. Then I'll do a bit of pit zerking. Yeah. Super juicy. Might just get one more run in before she goes non-terrorized. Come on, Wahid, you can do it. I get some laying of hands. 80 on the roll. That's not even a. That is it. On terrorized Andes, you can be sometimes incredible, and sometimes nothing. So I'll hit up some pit runs. skill is always nice. I think I've got a full inventory now for my druid. Oh, Fan of War, mate. Hello, sorry for the delayed response. I just finished half an hour of TZ Andy. If I'd known earlier, I think I did know, but I'd forgotten. Yeah, I would have had her up from the beginning, but she didn't drop me anything. Lay of Hands. Oh no, in Andy's Visage, she dropped. So not nothing. But yeah, always hoping for that Schaefer's. Oh, look at that Gull Digger. Nice. That's not an everyday drop, TC3. Yeah, oh right. Does that mean you got slow internet times? Oh, no low. You got an ist from the super chest in Ancient Tunnels. Well, an ist is a very nice find. Have you put it in anything yet? Or you're gonna? No, you just perfect topaz, right? You need the magic find. Yeah. Where's your best bet for a low? Crikey. They do come, mate. Hold out faith. But yeah, players 5 Travancore. Just, I mean, I can't do it. I've done it for a bit, sure. Not Travancore, sorry. Players 5 lower Carus. And yeah, but my patience for lower. Look at that. It was so close to it, mate. We just need a little bit of a horizontal line beneath it, and we would have had one. Yeah, so it'll come. Oh wow, what's up with the infrastructure? You're in a third world country, mate. Oh mate, I'm in the back blocks of New Zealand, so I'm on Starlink. One of your kind put that together.
Hello.
Americans. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you've seen me grind. I think you saw the Ohm rune drop on one of the few times I've actually pulled out my Whirlwind Trav Barb. Yeah, he can smash players 7 and 75% Hawk Travancore. He's got, and this does not often happen, but in about over the last 3 hours I've played him, he's got a low, a cham, and an Ohm. The Ohm he got on stream a little bit ago. I think that was when you joined. Yeah, so yeah. And you get other juicy stuff too.
I can't.
What's going on here? That's what's going on here. I need to get out of here. I'm getting shot at. The only thing about, of course, lower Carus versus Trav is that you need the gear you need to make a barb efficient in there. And you could probably get away with 2 oaths would be the cheapest way, but that still requires 2 pulls and 2 mouths. Don't know how you're doing, but quite accessible. Oh, it's the bases though. You're going to need 2 bases of the same type, or just one 2-handed F base. And then you only need 1 mail and 1 pole. With 1 weapon, your damage is not as good. But you know what? Like, you can actually use those weapons to get more. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Good question. Where is he? Because it's right. So gear options. We'll quickly go through that. Right. So this fella is like geared for players 7 Trav for fun, because you know I've got him to level 99. What do I do from there? And I'm grinding for the Grail on hardcore. So this is my softcore barb. So like, yeah, this took a year, man. Like, it's not like anything special. Just time in the game, man. Just enjoy the grind, because that's a massive part of it, as much as you can. So like, you do accumulate the stuff, and well, for me, it is one of the funnest parts, is that incremental kind of growth over time. So when you start out, look, treachery as an armor for your own barb is great. Otherwise, hustle, that's pretty cheap, you know. Like, I think I've got it in here. Shale something rather. No, I don't. So you get away with hustle and grief is what you're working towards, but before then, oath is probably the most accessible. So a mal and a pull, but you do need the 4 open socket base that ideally is ethereal, because the oath rune comes with a indestructibility mod. Outside of that, unique weapons, like, my gosh, the great unique weapons are quite rare though, and in a sense, probably, you, I mean, if you've got something, but it needs to be like Doombringer or above to kind of do Travancore with some efficiency. Cheapest way to enter is have a Rhyme Shield and Berserk, because of the damage it does, and you could use any hard-hitting unique. Like, yeah, I mean, you see me using a Death Cleaver on my barb, but you know, I've found 3 of them, but that's with a lot, like, that's years of playing. But G-Face isn't, it will drop. You will get it. It is better than Ariat's Face, but he got survivability, Ariat's Face. Otherwise, some of those cheap kind of mid rune words in the category of, I can't remember them all. Where is it? Not here. The Ariats can do it. Funnily enough, if Wolfhowl drops, that's a real tanky way to go into Trav. Yeah, piece it together, but you need, depends if you go Berserk, might be the way to enter in and do it that way. But a dual reach, so when you get there, the core components of a exceptional Woven Bard really are just the 2 grief, and then you can rock a Fortitude or Enigma. But again, that's 3 low runes, even just with the Fortitude. Yeah, does that help? Any questions? Ariats and Wolfhound, yeah, Ariats is probably the way to go, because you're going to have, without grief, say, you're going to have attack rating kind of issues. The Travancore, thank God, aren't too high a level, so you can start hitting them around level 70s without getting massive issues with your chance to hit. G-Face is great. So yeah, just play around. If you're hardcore or softcore, be careful with the playing around component, because, well, I mean, if it's hardcore, my gosh, I would say Ariat's Face, because that 30 all res is huge. And you get the skills and so on. A little bit less damage, but the survivability's up there. So cool, man, you've got some good items. And otherwise, if you've got enable respec on, just try your weapons. Try your best weapons. And you only need Travancore on players 1 to do it, to get your great rune drops. What will come in clutch is your Hawk chance. So I've got your find item. That will be 75% chance regardless of players 1 or players 7. So you get back quite a lot. And 3 of the 11 council are unique, so players count doesn't affect the number of their drops anyway. So it's only 8 of the 11 that are affected by players count. So anyway, you'll stay likely players 1, and that's absolutely efficient. You start punching up to players 3, and it's not really any more gains after that. But your laying of hands is another huge one. Yeah, yeah. So you're soft core, cool man. So you just get your laying of hands. Otherwise, your boots massively have damage to Ghoul Riders. Laying of hands. I use Trangs for cannot be frozen, and I just strength attack, strength dex or res ring. High Lord's Wrath will help, but just get in there, grind, use enable respec, have a play around with the build. You know, I mean, I do now. I used to be. Haven't launched it through the D2R launcher, but I've found a lot of fun just to play around with builds to see what works, rather than in the past where I once made a build I never changed it because who would use the respec. But yeah, him there, and whatever you can do on swap, like faster cast rate, skills. It's not essential for a short run like Travancore, really. Doesn't matter if you're hawking a bit slower. It only adds on a couple of seconds on an overall, what will be like a minute and a half run. So you're not really changing it up much. Yeah, and I'm using attack rating, damage charms, like I'm personally proud of these ones, like 1261, like the 12 roll is, they're not an everyday drop. And of course this is all found, not traded, this is offline. And I have an Annihilus in here, but that's like, this is the end. Like, yeah, other than the rolls changing a bit, this gear I would say is the number one kind of gear, less the rings, because as I said, the rolls can change. But laying of hands, Dual Grief, G-Face, Nigma, High Lord's Wrath, Ghoul Riders, your Torch and your Annie, and say a Sunder. Yeah, yeah, and I'd say there'd be very little variation from that in terms of speed. Like as I said, and I mean after talking about it so much, let's have a look. There are players 7. Almost no one does this because it's probably not as efficient. But the clear time, provided Wahid survives, is decent. And of course, it's even Might or his players 7, and let's see what he does. And there we go. Player 7 done. Even though they had a Might Aura, no survivability issues. It's like with Grief, any life leech is almost like life tap because of the amount of damage you're dishing out. You're just getting so much back. Yeah, but and I've aggressively statted him, getting about 2,000 health. I found was the sweet point. 500. Well, actually, yeah, 500. I haven't even got my Annihilus on, so I would have better resistances and all that. So my Sorceress has got it currently. Yeah, so if you want to see, that's just proof of the eating's in the pudding, right? Can't be making claims about that being the best bar build. Well, within I think a pretty reasonable time frame, just cleared P7 Trav. Yeah, but he's level 99, and that did take me, like, again, this is not overnight stuff, man. Like, I'm not like some super guru D2. I've just been enjoying playing D2R since it got released, and that included, well, I like Barbarian, so I just happen to have some good Barbarians. Hardcore and softcore, I can't believe it. You asked me a bit over, I think about a year ago, whether I would play hardcore. But nah, I'll never touch hardcore. That's ridiculous. You can just die in an instant. Well, die and never come back, but this is us now. Oh my god. Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. I've done this before. I'm still player 7. That's not what I want. That is not what I want. This will take a wee while. Yep. That's okay. We'll get there. Thank God for Howl. Yeah, so yeah, weapons are clearly key. You know, but it will be, until you get gear that can kind of semi-okay trav, it will be so much more efficient to do players 5, what's the word, lower Karust. But if you can't be bothered with that boredom, then just grind an area of the game that you really enjoy, and you'll just get the gear and the runes from that. You know, a cold sorceress and cold sorceress and cows is definitely a way to do high runes. And you don't need much gear for a cold sorceress. I mean, I have got, and no jokes, I had a period of like slamming cows, like next level slamming. And I mean, the proof of that was in the fact I found 2 Zod in cows. There was a period about a year or so ago, so it was a bit of a tough time. I wasn't leaving the house much, and Diablo 2 just was a really great distraction, you know, a healthy distraction, more than, say, drinking. And so a lot of cows was played, to the extent that, yes, I've got 2 Zod, and so, yeah, that was just with cold sort, mate. Oh yeah, forgot to say, Reaper's Toll. It may take a wee while to drop, and it did for me too. I remember both my hardcore and softcore, hardcore more recent in mind. It was like, what did I start my barb in, like, at least, I don't know how many hours of gameplay, 50 hours of gameplay on my hardcore account before a Reaper's finally dropped. I was probably the happiest I've ever been to see an item, because of how transformative it is. Just one single item. Oh wait, for a barbarian, especially in hardcore, because of the damage reduction that Decrepify has, and your damage increase. So it's like a double whammy. Their damage halves and your damage is effectively doubled. Not double, sorry, increased by 50%. Yeah, it's just RNG, man. That Reapers will come, it's just kind of like when. Oh, you're joking. Oh, yes. Oh, how good. Did you see it? Yeah. Oh, oh man. When you're playing Players 1 Pit Zerking, you don't expect, well, I do not expect to see high runes. They do come, of course, in time, but that's the juiciest high rune I've got in the pits. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, that's nice. That is, oh man, the amount that hit me. Because you just, you know, I'll put that down, the timestamp, that one. Yeah, it's just too good. Um, yeah, man. Just all right. Just collecting myself, trying to do a couple of things at once here. Right. So, where's the story? There's a story here. So when I started out pit zerking about a month or so ago, after getting him to level 99, my first high rune was a Vex, and then incredibly, my next two high runes were Ohm, so I got a Vex. Then of course time elapsed, Ohm, time elapsed, Ohm, time elapsed, and then I got a Sur rune. That was about a week ago, a couple of days ago, and now I've got a freaking Boo rune. So it's actually kind of like, you know, in a progressive way, gone up to the point that now I'm going to have to shift around a whole lot of runes. Right, so that's nice. That goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. There you go. All right. I haven't seen a Boo in a while. Too good. Too good. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of coffee and compose myself. In fact, the only other beer is apparently the correct pronunciation, but the only other time I've seen a beer rune is in Travancore when I've been farming for high runes, but you're like, it just hits a lot harder when I'm not, you know, looking for runes. I'm looking for items here. When they've dropped, I've noticed that leaving, you know, the Vex, the Ohms, and so on. When I do it in Trav, because I've run Trav thousands of times now. I mean, I've got from Trav, I have got 3 self-found enigmas. One online, the one online was mostly actually from cows. One on my soft core, and another one here, and they're from Trav, which is a lot of runs. So yeah, seeing high runes there is I'm a bit desensitized, but in the pits, man. It hits. It hits. The pits hit, man. It hits. And I'll have to look at the screenplay, the replay. I can't actually recall if that was from a hawk or if it was from a drop. Yeah. I'd be interested to see, actually. I can pull it up. I'll pull it up at the end of this run. It's just because there's something, because the Sur rune came from a hawk. There's something I find especially satisfying when you get a juicy drop from a hawk. Maybe it was your luck, fan of war. Just coming through. Not a bad charm, but I seriously have enough of them. I hope it didn't blast your ears out, whoever's got headphones in. But, you know, just like the Spanish Inquisition, nobody expects a beer rune. I mean, we definitely want a beer rune. I mean, everyone. But
Impossible. I can't.
jealousy. Oh, mate, you'll get high runes that'll drop, man. They just come in time. Big law of large numbers, right? So what am I doing here? I'll bring up display capture. How do I do this? Display capture, okay. And then videos, captures. No, download to you. This will be it here. I want to see if it wasn't a hawk. Was it that early? Alright, well, I got a fair bit of it. Let's go forward. Look at this. Okay, he's about to jump into the fray. Oh, it was from a hawk. It was from a hawk. It's yeah. Oh, it's too good. One more time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Confirmed. It just hits so well. Doubly. Let's have a look at. Yeah. Oh, it's still there. We're good. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I'm sure there's other people out there who get an increased sense of satisfaction when something juicy drops from a hawk. Gleam Scythe. I think this is rated as like one of the worst weapons, uniques in the game. But also, I mean, just a progression of high runes I couldn't have made up, you know, like starting out with a Vex, which is the lowest high rune, right? And then onto an Ohm, then onto another Ohm, and then onto a Sur. Like, it almost feels more deserved. That's runes from dedicated pit zerking.
I can't carry anymore.
Beautiful, brings a tear to your eye. Me too, friend, me too.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I forgot to say, although it's kind of assumed, everything hits a little bit harder in hardcore too. Oh yeah, blocking my way.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
That was one of the more prickly sets of champions I've ever had. Just running about. Felt like a headless chicken chasing them down. Oh, Nages. Nages is a great option. Fan of war as a way of getting around in the early game. Early to mid game even. I mean, I was still using Nages on this Barbgantuan until level 98 in hardcore. I just had Fortitude on it as an armor instead. And you know, it definitely does the job on Nages. Just need the gold to keep up with the cost of repair. It's about 120,000 per repair, but you get 67 charges, so it can get you through an entire terrorized zone.
Good to see you.
And a lot of the time in leveling is actually, I'd say, less than half the time, and about half the time then. I'm kind of disagreeing with myself. About half the time is in clearing. So like your clear speed is of course important, but it's the ability to quickly get to mobs, specifically elite mobs, so champions, but even more so uniques. So the time is chewed up there. So
Overburdened.
yeah, adds a huge amount of efficiency to a build, the faster you can get to mobs, which is why here, of course, I'm using
I can't
Enigma.
I am overburdened.
The other parts, components of the time is chewed up with load screens. Load screen clear time, bit of town time. But, yeah. Oh, so Naj's puzzler, sorry for the delay, N-A-J apostrophe S. It's got the Fools mod, but nope.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, so don't throw that out, because a teleport staff you're going to want, and at higher levels, I mean, I'm trying to think how many teleport charges you can get a maximum. Depends which ones you buy, but you might only get like 20 teleport charges. Naj's has 67 charges of teleport, so it means you can teleport a lot more before having to repair. And it gives you a bit of cast rate and a skill, as opposed to a teleport staff bought from the shop. But the ones bought from the shop definitely do the job in the early game. Dual aura, not a fan. Where's the other one? Always a sigh of relief when might or fanaticism disappear from the screen. There are a few. Yeah. Yeah, it's the set Elder's staff. Part of the Naj's set. It's the one that's also got the set circlet. I'm trying to think what else is Naj's. It's part of that classic group of items that I've never used.
I can't carry anymore.
also a fan of war. I'm just thinking I've now got some juicy runes just gathering dust in my stash. And I'm kind of at a miss. Like, I don't know where to go next. I actually haven't put any thought into like nothing other than just pit zerking. I've resorted myself to the grind. So like, you got any ideas, mate? I've got a I cannot be stuffed with the assassin. In fact, she's my lowest level hardcore character at only level 14. But everything else, the minimum level I think of my characters is Druid and Necro. They're at 64 odd. Otherwise, I've got a Amazon at level 92 actually. She's a Barbgantuan. I've got a Sorceress at level 88 and a Paladin at level 90. So out of those guys there, I'm just thinking maybe a beast, but I've got my Death Fathom, so I was thinking of keeping the Necromancer as a poison Necro. But yeah, just things for beast. I don't think I would use a bear on a Chains of Honor. Yeah, what have we got? What stupid other rumours are there? I mean, it's stupidly expensive. No, a Faith. I'll still need a jar rune for a Faith. That would be up there for me to make. But my Barbgantuan is elemental anyway, and she's got an infinity on the Merc. She can do P8, unlike a physical Barbgantuan, a P8 Travancore. So for now she's fine. And the Faith Bow, while good, would mean I'm foregoing the negative res that infinity gives, which is critical to the build being somewhat efficient at clearing. I wouldn't say super because she's got a run, but outside of that she can do P8 TZ almost any zone because she's firing exploding arrow and freezing arrow.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I'm open for suggestions of a beer route outside of Infinity and Enigma, which I've already got.
I am overburdened.
And that Guldak is still sitting in the cube. I have found another one in hardcore, but I'll just put it in with the Holy Grail 2 stash mule that I've got now. Where, no. doubt I'll ever find one of those super juicy Eth rep runic talons.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
How have I never noticed that holy bolt? What is giving me holy bolts on striking? There's nothing, right? Is that a glitch? I just... Wait a minute. I think I'm losing my mind. I've never noticed a holy bolt on striking. Is that my merc? What's going on here? I've got nothing that gives holy bolt on striking. No. No. What's going on here? I swear I'm seeing a holy bolt every now and again. Yeah, I am seeing a holy bolt on striking. Is anyone else picking up on this? What am I missing? I swear, I've never seen that. How am I now, either one, now noticing it, or two, how is it happening at all? Because I swear, none of my gear is providing holy bolt on striking. Let's see if it's a perfect 131. No, 110. That must have been a glitch. I changed my rings. There's no holy bolt. Definitely. Oh, how have I never noticed that? It's on the laying of hands. Something's going on here. I've used laying hands forever, and for some reason I'm only noticing it now. 10% chance cast level 3 holy bolt and striking. I have been. Oh, that's why. Gosh, that's not very clever. The reason I've never noticed it is because I was running TZ Andy before, and to help take it down with the 350 damage to demons, I changed them out and I didn't change them back, and I just clocked. So I've been running with 39% less, admittedly a lot more damage for demons anyway, and some attack speed, but yeah, I've been running with 39% less magic find than I would have liked to have. Okay, that's why there was holy bolt on striking, because I almost only ever play whirlwind barb, and striking, chance cast on striking doesn't work with whirlwind, and otherwise, yeah. We got to the bottom of it there. Bit of a malfunction there for a few minutes.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Archers with might, never a fan. Never.
I am overburdened.
Got a few jewels of fervour in the stash.
I am overburdened.
What's that? 2 runs in a row, a Tal's Mask, 115 on the defense, which is the only stat that rolls. second nice-ish set helmet in the run. It was the Alder's helm just before that.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Okay, I'll just do a couple more runs and probably call it for an evening there. It's been a good evening. Any day getting a beer rune is a great day. So, I have a degree of satisfaction running alongside these runs at the moment. A fair degree of satisfaction. That's the best rune I've found while pit seeking. You know, just on players one,
I can't carry
runes hit a bit harder. Or a dark fight helm. I always find it a little interesting with its dim vision when struck. I've never used it. It's one of those unique. In the bottom, you're like, oh yeah, kind of cool. Just a mother load of elites just there. Sold. I saw the S, and there was a part of me that was hoping that was a Sir. Oh, now please be Azarath. I have not got a hardcore Azarath ever, and it's another lightsaber. I think I found like 4 or 5 lightsabers. Oh well, that is how the cookie does crumble. Not bad on the resistances with the faster run walk. make it 2 more runs. Oh man, if that had rolled Azarath, that would have been an exceptional, however long, pit circing. I don't know how long have I been going. I have been going. Oh, of actual pit circing only an hour, because half an hour of this stream has been TZ Andy. That gave me, funnily enough, TZ Andy gave me an Endariel's Visage. It's quite fitting.
I can't carry anymore.
That was the best prop she gave me. And then yeah, an hour ago I shifted back into pit circling. Yeah, have a beer, and if only an Azarath in an hour or so would have been extraordinary. Wasn't meant to be. Another lightsaber.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Right, final run, unless I get something juicy.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Alright, something juicy was going to drop would have been that unique, champion pack there. Well everyone, thanks for joining the drops this run. I got a Gull Dagger, which would be the second I've gotten hardcore. An Endariel's Visage. Oh, I got it here on this guy. I thought I got that with my Sorceress, softcore Sorceress when I was running TZ Andy. So actually it was a pretty good run. I got, yeah, an Andy's Visage. I check it against the rolls I've got on in one of my mules. Yeah, and a Gull and a Bear Rune. So a pretty good hour and a half of magic finding. The Schaefer's Hammer and Death's Fathom continue to evade me. But you know, that's how the cookie crumbles when you're after 2 specific items and those items only. Well, yeah, thanks again for joining, and yeah, have good luck out there. Catch you next